Clad in steel half-plate, a Moonrider stepped forward to approach the demon. He raised the scythe upward and swung it down, his very slash inciting conflict, influencing the demon to focus on him instead of his allies. The dwarf stood ready for combat with his allied barbarian. This dwarf wore no armor, but just being close to the barbarian made the dwarf magically more protected than he was before, a spiritual shield forming around the body of the dwarf. The dragon's breath weapon bore down on the readied party. In a quick moment of dodging and quick observation, the plushling noticed that his ally wasn't going to get out of the way in time and failed their save. In a quick act of sacrificing some of their own energy, he gave his ally a quick second chance to move out of the way of the breath of death. While many people prefer to the tanks or meat shields of the party as a barbarian, fighter, or paladin, or even sometimes druids, other rare options out there include the Skirmisher. These skirmishers excel at pulling the anger of their targets towards them instead of the other party members, giving the magic users a chance to use more magic before going down. Skirmishers use their hit dice to use what are called battle tactics to assist their allies during a combat. In addition, they also have special features that allows them to force a creature to make a saving throw whenever they land a successful melee attack. And if they fail that check, then the creature has disadvantage to hit everyone except for the skirmisher. Skirmishers are designed to be the true tanks of D&D, pulling all the focus. To make a skirmisher quickly, you'll want to have either your strength or your dexterity as your highest. Then you'll want both your constitution and your charisma to both be decently high stats. Your constitution for your health and your charisma will be for your main feature. You want to either be the Outlander, Urchin, or Folk Hero background. Skirmisher is the only class in this book that has a D12 for its hit dice. So it's just like the Barbarian. Barbarian was the only with a D12. The Skirmishers also get a D12. Skirmishers have proficiencies in all armor, all melee weapons. They get no tools. The saving throws they get are Constitution and Charisma. And the skills that you get are, you're going to get 2 skills from any of them, and you also get automatically Deception. Your starting equipment is a martial weapon or 2 simple weapons. That was 1. The second one is a long sword or a short sword and a hand axe. 3 is medium armor or light armor and a shield. And 4 is an explorer's kit or a dungeoneer's pack. So let's go ahead and get into the actual meat of this class. So first level, you get a feature called Pull Focused and Skirmisher Armor. Starting at first level, a skirmisher is able to make creatures focus on them. Whenever you land an attack roll on a creature, that creature must make a wisdom saving throw. The DC for this save is 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your charisma modifier. On a fail, then that creature has disadvantage on all attack rolls against creatures other than you until the beginning of your next turn. You can have any amount of creatures focused on you as you wish. So later when you're going to get extra attacks, you can have multiple creatures be focusing on you and not on others. So it's not just you can only have one creature as this. Then the second feature they get at first level is Skirmisher Armor. Starting at first level, while you're wearing armor, you can choose to give one other creature within 15 feet of you your AC score if yours is higher. If the creature's AC score is higher than yours, then your AC becomes equal to theirs. This feature only lasts for 1 minute, and you can move outside of that 15 feet. You just have to be within 15 feet when you activate it, then it lasts for a minute and you can separate. Then we're going to go and get into second level. You get Fighting Style and Battle Tactics. You get to choose one fighting style. So you get to choose one of the few, which is archery, blind fighting, defense, dueling, great weapon fighting, interception, protection, thrown weapon fighting, 2-weapon fighting, and unarmed fighting. I believe all of these were things that, like, the fighter or paladin, they already got options to do these different fighting styles. It's not something special, it's just something they can also get. Then the next feature at level 2 is Battle Tactics. This is going to be a little bit of a longer one. Starting at second level, you gain access to Battle Tactics to further help your allies in battle. You can spend your hit dice to use these battle tactics, and you only have a total number of tactics depending on your skirmisher level on the skirmisher class table. Once you choose a tactic, you cannot change it out until you gain a level in this class. So skirmishers, they start off with 1. At level 4, they get 2. Then at level 8, they get 3. At level 13 is when level 12 is when they get their 4th one. They get their 5th one at level 16, and they get a 6th one all the way down at level 20. So there's not many of these to begin with anyways. But the ones that are here, there's Inspiring Words. As a bonus action, you can spend 1 hit dice to give 1 creature within 45 of you advantage on their next d20 roll. Empowered Strike is a reaction, 1 hit dice. And you add that hit dice to the damage of one of your allies' weapon attacks. Quick Dodge is a reaction. You can spend 1 hit dice to allow one of your allies advantage on a strength or dexterity save. Reactive Defense, you can spend 1 hit dice to take the damage of an ally who is within 15 feet of you instead of them taking it. And there's Powerful Defense, bonus action, 2 hit dice. You can add 1d12 to an ally's AC who is within range of your Skirmisher armor feature. However, this AC does not affect both creatures within the Skirmisher armor ability. This AC also drops at the beginning of your next turn. Quick Swap, as a reaction, you can spend 1 hit dice to swap positions with yourself and 1 willing creature within 60 feet of you. This is a large range, so if someone suddenly snuck up on a caster, you can just, I'm there now. Responsive Recovery is a bonus action. You can spend 2 hit dice to end a condition on either yourself or a creature within 15 feet of you. Battle Arena, as a bonus action, you can spend 3 hit dice to force 1 creature within 15 feet of you to enter your melee range, and until the end of your next turn, it cannot leave that area. There's 2 more. There's Ensured Strike, which as a reaction, you can spend 1 hit dice, rolling it and adding it to the attack roll of a ranged attack that you can see. And the final one is Silvered Miss. As a reaction, you can spend 3 hit dice to force a melee attack to miss that you can see. So this is the core feature of the Skirmisher, aside from pull focus. The battle tactics allowing you to spend your actual hit dice. And remember, you only get half of your hit dice back on a long rest. You got to spend these carefully. To spend your hit dice to manipulate the battlefield in different ways and help out your allies in different ways. You're meant to be a support. You're meant to be support and a meat shield, but also pulling the focus. At level 3, you get Tanky Fighter and Defender archetype. For Tanky Fighter, starting at 3rd level, you become a lot hardier. You can now add 6 hit points to your hit point maximum, and in addition, for each level you gain in this class from now on, you can add 2 to your hit point maximum. It's pretty neat. It's pretty much like the tough feat, but as a core feature, which means you can also get the tough feat on top of that, if you really want to be a tanky build. The Defender's archetype is your subclass. You'll get features at 3rd, 7th, 12th, and 17th level. At level 4, you get an ability score improvement. At level 5, you get an extra attack. This is your first extra attack. A Skirmisher will get a 2nd extra attack at 15th level in this class. Then at level 6, you get a feature called Unrelenting Soul. Beginning at 6th level, when a creature you can see within 60 feet of you would hit 0 hit points, you can spend your reaction to instead set that creature to 1 hit point. You can use this feature once and regain that use after finishing a long rest. You gain additional uses of this feature at 13th and 18th level. Then we have levels 7 through 9. 7, Defender archetype feature, 8, ASI, 9, nothing. Then at level 10, Skirmisher's Body. Starting at 10th level, when you are targeted by a spell as a reaction, you can expend a number of hit dice equal to the spell's level to become unaffected by the spell. If the spell deals damage, you instead take no damage. If the spell affects you in any way, you are not affected. You only need to use this feature once on a single spell, so a spell like Sickening Radiance, that usually would require a saving throw each turn, you only spend the hit dice once, and you will be unaffected by the spell for the entire duration. This is a very, very good feature. It is at level 10. So it's about halfway through the total class levels, and about the point in time of most D&D games start falling off. It's kind of sad, but it's what happens. At level 11, you get nothing. At level 12 is another ASI and a Defender archetype feature. At level 13 is your second use of your Unrelenting Soul feature from level 6. At level 14, you get Indomitable, which is the same as the Fighter's Indomitable. You only get one use of this. Then at level 15 is your second extra attack. 16 is a ASI. 17 is a Defender archetype feature. 18 is your third Unrelenting Soul. And level 19 is your final ASI. Level 20, your final feature is called Pure Undeath. Starting at 20th level, you can battle beyond 0 hit points. Once you hit 0 hit points, you do not fall unconscious. Instead, you stay conscious and can continue to fight. You will still make death saves at the beginning of your turn. If you fail 3 times, then you would fall unconscious and die. If you get 3 successes, then you are set to 1 hit point. You can continue to take damage during this phase, and if you go below your maximum hit points in the negatives, then you would also die. So the subclasses for the Skirmisher are as follows. There's the Beast Defense, which allows you to gain animal traits similar to the Totem Barbarian. There's the Chaos Guardian, which gives you a Chaos form and uses a D100 Chaos table whenever you use your battle tactics. There's the Dark Void, which allows you to use different Eldritch powers, kind of like Great Old One powers to mimic some Warlock type stuff as a tank. There's the Holy Knight, which is the opposite of the Dark Void. It is much more akin to a Paladin. There is the Monstrosity's Power, which your body morphs and gains different features of different common monstrosities. There's the Ocean's Waves, which gives you a fluid fighting style and gives you some water-based abilities. So those are the 6 subclasses. That's it for the Skirmisher. It actually was a little quicker than I thought this video would be. Our next video will be on the Symbolist class, which is a ninja-like cloning class, which is definitely not a Naruto reference. I can't assure anything on that.